What is going on, guys? We are back on the Beastlord. We are now level 48 and 22% in. We are back in Katta Castellum. We're going to give it another go. Truth be told, I've actually been here for a bit. Not right this second. We're the only person in the zone. So we shouldn't have any bard shenanigans going on. I did finish after that group. I was really close to level 48 after the group in the last video. And I came here to finish off getting to 48, and I got 22% of the way in. As you can see here, it's a mixture now of light blues and dark blues. And we're probably going to end up killing light blues. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. But you'll be able to see here. Let's check on the pet. Let's get him a haste. You'll be able to see here that it is nice and easy. Like if you just watch my pet soloing him, he's at 82%, 81%. So the pet does really well versus these. And the reason, obviously, the obvious reasons here is because they're low level. They're about to light blue out, and that's fine. We're using them as a crutch to get to 49. At 49, like I mentioned in the last video, we get our new pet buff, all those new things. The pet's going to be higher level. We're going to give the pet some of the venomous acts of the Velian broods, and we're going to be good to go. Hopefully we'll be able to, at that point, not be so gimp against a little bit of higher level dark blues. If you look here, they always drop a weapon. Like every time they drop a weapon, the shield lore, you can only have one of them, and they drop, oftentimes they drop this gear. Sorry, something's going on with my throat. As for the gear, it does have stats, like it has strength and armor. You could probably give your pet a full set of this shit. The chest piece, 20 AC, 10 strength, 15 hit points. I mean, it's pretty good pet gear, but it does sell, as you can see there, for 17 plat. So the stuff sells pretty decent. The breastplate's obviously going to sell for a little bit more. But the weapons, 4 to 5 plat, 4.5 to 5.5 plat on the weapons. They drop every single time. On top of that, you can see the last guard dropped 3 plat, 7 gold. They don't always drop that. You know, it's anywhere from half a gold or half a plat, like 5 gold. Anywhere from like 5 gold to 4.5 gold plat. Jesus, wow. Anywhere from 5 gold to 4.5 plat. That's about the range. Same as like a lot of mobs. So we're on a bit early. There's nobody here, so that's good. Crazy rainstorm we had today. I've probably talked about it many times, but I live in Southern California, and not in like the city. I don't live in LA, but I live in one of the many suburbs in the LA area. And my city is not very good about flooding. Now, I've lived in Southern California my whole life, but I've only lived in this city that I live now for about 7 years. And since I moved here, I found out quickly about the flooding situation here. It's bad. But today is the worst I've ever seen it in the 7 years that I've lived here. It's insane. Which is crazy is it's summer. It's hot. Like every day it's hot. It's shorts and a t-shirt weather. And then we had this like freak rainstorm that's been going on for about it's about a 16 hours straight, just raining like a beast. And it's supposed to be finishing up like right now. Within the next like 30 minutes, it's supposed to cut off. And then that's it. It's done. It's just like a 16 hours straight of like torrential pour. Anyways, I was supposed to meet up with my girl today. She was on her way home from work. And I was going to go meet up with her. And, oh, nice. Let's check out the gloves. 6 strength, 6 hit points, AC. Great pet gear. They just always drop shit, even the light blues. We're starting out with a lot of light blues here, which sucks, because I wanted to keep an eye on the XP per hour, but it's going to look gimped. It's going to look gimped with that. I'm actually going to hit a pot. Well, let's do it without a pot for a little bit. Because even with a pot, you know, we're going to be here long enough to use a pot. But I'm going to bail at 49 and not come back. I think that's about where it is. Maybe I can go downstairs. They're a little bit higher down there. But there are 2 poles as well. I don't want to deal with that. I did go back to, and I know I'm already jumping around with my subjects, but I did go back to where the group was in the last video in Echo Caverns. Echo Caverns, yeah. And there was a group there. They were full this morning, and then there was somebody soloing the bugs at the bottom as well. So wasn't able to get in there. But anyways, so then my girl was driving home. I left my house, and it was so flooded, and the water is up above like cars' tires. It's crazy. So like I'm cruising through the neighborhood. It's a typical work day. It's a Monday through Friday, so people are, you know, driving around doing stuff. And, you know, people are just going real slow. And then I come up on a car that's like sideways in the street with its hazards on. Like they're stuck. The water's so high. And then I'm worried I'm going to like hydroplane, or, you know, you start feeling weird shit when you're driving around. And I'm just like, man, I don't like this. This is like really uneasy. But typically, you know, I'm not too scared about driving conditions of any kind. You know, drive around in California all the time. You run into a lot of conditions over the years. So I'm just like, whatever, it's a little rain. It's flooded, but nothing too crazy. Anyways, long story short, it just kept getting deeper and deeper. And then I finally got out into like a bigger main road where it has more lanes, right? And typically roads are kind of steeped in the middle. So the water kind of goes to the sides, and so the wider the road is, the harder it is to completely cover the road with water, right? If you stay in the middle, you can kind of get shallower water. So on the bigger road, it was a little bit better. But then I turned onto another road, and I turned into basically a pond, and there was signs out, and they had blocked off the road. And I was like, oh, well, shit, I need to go that way to meet my chick. Oh, we're going to break this 2-pole right here. We could do an old-fashioned. Should we do an old-fashioned split? Or any? Come on, man. Why is everything light blue right now? We're having bad luck here. So I'm going to put the pet in here. I'm going to attack that guy. I'm going to pull this guy to the zone line. The old-fashioned split, as I call it. I want him right up on me. And then we're going to zone back in and try to grab him before he gets back to his friend. Anyway, so I turned around. It was crazy. Still crazy. It's pouring, too. It's not just flooded. It's obviously pouring as well. And then I go to turn down a different street, and it's also blocked. And I was just like, all right. I was like, this is first of all, this is crazy. It's not getting any better. The streets are blocked now. So I hit her up, and I was like, dude, we just got to call it. And so I was talking to her on the phone while she was driving. And through Bluetooth, of course. And we actually just jump in Discord. We don't even use like a regular phone. And so we just jumped in Discord and we were talking, and she was like, oh my god, there's a car off the side of the freeway down the hill. And I was like, oh, crazy. I was like, I'm telling you, it's crazy, because she's like, you know, she's working several miles away from where I am. So you know, conditions vary. She's not in the same city as I am. I told you my city is really bad, and she's on her way to my city. And my city's like really bad with the flooding, and where she's working, you know, is not as bad with flooding, so on and so forth, right? But it was bad enough a car flew off the freeway or whatever. And then I was talking to her, and like, I don't know, like 20 minutes later, she's getting closer, and she's like, oh shit, I got a pat right here. And she's like, oh, there's a truck upside down here now. Anyway, so long story short, it was crazy. Crazy storm. And it sounds like it stopped raining, so I think it just stopped, so we should be good. Should start drying up over the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we'll be back to normal. It'd be great. Anyways, back to EverQuest. Sorry, I don't know why I talked about that for so long. That was random. Point is, I'm on early. I had the day off of work, luckily, right? Because it was all storming. And so I'm on early, and there's not a lot of people on the server right now, and in fact there's nobody here, so we're not dealing with bards accidentally training us and all that kind of shit that goes on. I should probably use My fungi staff. These guys beat me up pretty good. See, these guys hate me, and he didn't even aggro. The aggro radius is pretty small. Let's see. You can see that he's threatening. Doesn't aggro. Kind of crazy, right? Let's go ahead and pick him up. And drop a drowsy on him. Oh, whoops, I was gonna heal myself. So not too far. We exit this zone, and you have Grimling Forest zone line, like not that far away. And then when you go into Grimling Forest actually has a little city there. The city has vendors, they have food, they have a bank even, and you can port in there at Grimling Forest. So if you ever port to Grimling Forest, that's the city I'm talking about. It's a little Vashir outpost. And they oh shit, he's fucking my bear up. Let's get in there. Okay, we're getting some respawns that are dark blue. You can see that all we've been killing are light blues, right? And we're still at 34% an hour. So at the end of the night, I had gotten a couple of levels in that group in Echo Caverns. It was getting late. People were like getting gassed out, I think. You know, a lot of people have come and gone from the group. Shit. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this loot. There's vendors here, but even when the people here were cool with me, the vendors didn't want to sell to me. They're like, you know, you're a fat, smelly ogre, get out of here. So there was that. There's something else that happens here, and we saw it in my previous video when I was over here saying this isn't that great and we were dealing with the bard. But I think I figured out what's going on, and this is just my observance so far, so it might be wrong, but I'll tell you about that here in a second. What does this sell for again? I should just start giving my... I mean, I'm going to get rid of this... I want to start saving these up, and I'm going to give my next pet once we get it, because we get that new pet at the next level. I want to give him like just a full set of this gear, because why not, right? Now, mages can summon gear too. They just never sell it in the bazaar. I guess it's just a pain in the ass because it's a lot of pieces. I mean, they summon a bag full of gear. As far as I know, it's in the game right now. Well, this is unfortunate. Let's just drink these waters. What is that? Oh, we have a flawless rockhopper hide. Let's get rid of this thing. We could probably sell that, so we'll keep that. But we have one more spot for a weapon. Every single mob drops a weapon, and then like every other mob drops a piece of gear. And then like every 6-7 mobs, they drop like a weapon and 2 pieces of gear. And they're dropping plat the whole time too. So it's kind of crazy, a little bit. All right, so what we were talking about is in the previous video, there was when I very first started the video, we had NPCs just disappear, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, I just started the video, I was gonna pull these NPCs, and I looked like a dumbass starting the video and there's no NPCs anywhere, and I was like, dang, that bard must have come by and grabbed them when I was like starting the recording software or something like that. But in reality, all the mobs here despawn. Like, I'm assuming it's once a day at a certain hour. Now, I don't know that to be true, but after being here a little bit, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I need to get more bags. I can hold 2 more bags, unless I get more clickies. But that's what I'll do. I'll go pick up 2 more bags. I could actually, if I run to that outpost, I can get them on another character and then throw them in the bank. It's not that important because once we ding, we're out of here. But so, anyways, what I've kind of thought to myself is, you fill up on bags pretty fast, or you fill your bags up pretty fast. So what I've thought to myself is that when these do despawn, and they'll despawn in the middle of you fighting. Like, I was fighting a mob earlier, and he just disappeared, and I was like, what the fuck? Where's my mob? And then I look around, and everybody's down, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here now. I logged out for a bit, and I ate, and I came back to record a video, and so I was going to. I have no idea when they're going to despawn next, so we're just going to like miss out on loot and stuff until they despawn, because what I figured is when they despawn, I think they're down for like a spawn round, so like 8 minutes or so. So at that point, I slap a sew on my bitch ass, and I run my ass to the town. and then I can vendor everything off, throw the money in the bank, and then, so at the very least, the two-handers are worth more than the one-handers, so I guess we can do that. So that's the plan, and it kind of works out. You fill up in about as long as a day is, a day cycle. I feel I'm at the rate that I'm killing. I fill up on gear at about the rate of a day. So I just fight, fill up my bags, they despawn, and then I book it to town, sell off, put everything in the bank, come back, and then they're all up again, and you keep on going. So it actually kind of works out perfect. There's like a built-in go vendor shit time. And like I said, I don't know exactly what it is, and you can't tell what time it is here, so you can't really investigate that well. I'm sure... Do we have one of these? Yeah. I'm sure you could figure it out, like if you logged out, as soon as they despawn, if you logged out and logged into a different character, you could slash time. But if you slash time here, it says the sun does not move here. Without that time of frame reference, you cannot tell what time it is. So you just don't know what time it is. But I feel like it's probably once every day. You could time it. And what is a day cycle? I've already forgotten. It's like every 30 minutes, give or take, is like a day on here. Or is it every hour? Every hour is a day on EverQuest or something like that. So it might just be like every night at midnight they despawn for one spawn or something. I really don't know. I'm hoping that they just despawn soon so I can go do that, and maybe I'll pick up a couple extra bags, because if you look at my strength, I'm only at 125 weight out of 228, so I can carry a ton more. So that's pretty much it, and then I come back in here, and one of these is probably up, and then I can keep these split. Oh, nope. I cannot keep them split. They're up again. Well. So let's do this again. I guess I probably because I'm talking and stuff. If you do it correctly, which we will here, you can keep those split by just killing the ones that I killed. But I think I'm just talking too much and doing other stuff. If you look on the map here, you can see Grimling Forest is right there. So you just run along the wall to Grimling Forest. And then in Grimling Forest, you just run south, and that little town was right there. So it's not very far, especially if you have a sow or something like that. No. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not sure why. It's probably like an event or some lore reason why everything despawns for a little bit. That would suck to be in the middle of a bard kite. The bards probably have to keep track of it a little more than I do. You're in the middle of a bard kite, you got them down to like 15% or so, and then they just disappear. That would be infuriating. So I was using my dot a bit here, because I do have my spiritual light, and on top of that I do have KEI. I always have KEI. I'm just doing the strategy of hanging out in Nexus and working on my skills because it just needs to be done. Like I'm leveling kind of... I feel like I'm leveling pretty fucking fast, and so since I'm leveling at this rate, my skills don't necessarily, at least not all of them, don't keep up with me. Obviously the healing one seems to keep up with me because I use it so often, but like even my conjuration, which is my dot, I don't use it that often because, you know, it's not necessarily needed, or maybe you don't have enough mana, I don't know. Sucks to leave all this gear on the floor, but... So this is pretty much what everybody does, though. So like I said, if you're a poor boy, and maybe you work from home, and you don't want to do anything, you could just like AFK a character here and loot people's shit. And maybe you're cool with the vendors here, and you could just be vendoring it to the vendors here. Because it's not just me leaving shit on the ground, and I try to leave as little as possible, but when it's actually worth money. But if you catch these bards in here, there's no shot, you know? The bards are just leaving everything here. And they're killing in mass, way more than I am. Maybe on the dark blues I'll dot him. Oh wow, that guy had a ton of shit. I'll dot the dark blues. But in reality, my skill barely goes up. Like, I can cast 30 dots and my skill might not even go up. I've been casting like summon food and water or whatever when I'm in the Nexus. And sometimes, you know, my mana doesn't go down because I'll probably have at least my mana regen on. And so casting those things, my mana just never booms. And I'll sit there and cast for like 10 minutes and I'll get like 1 skill. But then I go to cast a dot and I'll fizzle like 7 times in a row. So it's not that it's I'm gonna keep trying to loot helms because every once in a while they do drop a helm that's not the lore one. The one that you could actually, well, I guess the lore one would probably work as well. Or the no drop. If it's just going on the pet. But anyways, we got a pretty good, you know, we've killed some mobs now, and you can see my XP per hour is at 44% an hour, and we're killing a lot of light blues. And we're not using a potion. I didn't finish my thought earlier when I was in the Echo Caverns group, and then I had said it was getting late, and you know, a lot of people had come and gone, so it was like a different crew and everything. We got to a point to where and then somebody moved into the bugs and they were killing the bugs, so we had like less mobs to pull. And all of these things combined, and then like kind of like nobody wanted to pull, so then I started pulling, which was kind of a pain in the ass because I don't have AAs, and my pet, every time I get hit, my pet will run after me or whatever. And then my pet will stop and fight, and then you gotta tell the pet to back, and you can't cast so your pet's having trouble outrunning mobs, you can't cast it in there. Anyway, so like, I shouldn't be the one pulling, really, but other people didn't want to pull anymore, basically, or stopped pulling and just started like sitting around. So it got to this point to where we were only pulling like 35% an hour at the end, and so I was like, all right, I just gotta get out of here. Some guy came up, and I was like, yo, you want my spot? And he's like, yeah, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm out. And I bailed. But I'm already getting more right now soloing here than I was in that group at the end. In the beginning, it was pretty good. But like I said, 1, I got a couple of levels, which is going to affect your XP per hour. 2, it got late and, you know, all the other stuff I mentioned. So at this point, we should be able to go over here, and one of these I think should pop soon. We can come in here and heal and wait to see if we get a pop. Do I not even have this on? I don't even have that on, and I walk slow as hell. Why do I walk so slow? I'm not overweight. I feel like I was walking really slow. My pet hasted again. Now, if you are planning on going back to town and selling every time your inventory fills up, like on the dot, like as soon as it fills up and you're killing really fast, you'll probably outpace the every day these things despawn situation. You're going to get full before that happens. Let's grab this guy and bring him in here. Oh. We're going to aggro this guy, probably. Here, let's get a dot on him. Yeah, we're gonna aggro this guy, so let's just try to get him down ASAP. See if I could step away. I'm gonna slow this guy. Go ahead and get a dot on him while I'm at it. Should be able to then pull this guy away from this area. I'm just happy we're getting dark blues here. So let me go this way. I should have aggro. Yeah. Let's get him around this corner. And then that guy will spawn by the time we kill this guy and we're good to go. Need to re-up my haste and my spiritual light, actually. But I don't know if you're like me. I do feel like, oh yeah, so if you're gonna go and sell every time you're full without these things despawning or whatever, you're gonna spend a lot of time running back and forth to that town and selling. But maybe you know, you need the money, or maybe you favor the money and you don't like to see it wasting away on the ground. Like that's, I mean, it tears away at me too. I hate leaving all these little 5 plats on the ground, but time is money too, you know. So it is what it is. Oh my god, we got another one. Alright, well, let's re-up our haste first. And let's slow this guy. I guess we'll just heal our pet while we're here. Drop a E breath on him. Even though he's already half-life, pretty much. Man, we must have just missed the despawn, I feel like. Maybe I'm off on it being like every hour. Alright, so what do we need? We needed spiritual lights. Which we've confirmed now is both regen. So 3 mana and 3 hit point regen. So that helps out a lot. I wish I can give it to my pet. That'd be cool. But apparently we cannot. Doing better on the dark blues this time around. And there's way more mobs, so if there's no bard here, there's room for plenty of people. But if there's a bard here, they're gonna clear the zone out pretty quickly. Other than that, nothing too crazy or exciting. It's just a grind, right? Just another grind. But I did want to like take back what I had said in the other video, where I didn't, you know, admittedly, I did say like that was a very, very small sample size, and we were dealing with the bard situation there. So I wanted to come back and give it a proper go, and it is really good. And primarily because these guys are on the verge of light bluing, and we can just smoke their ass. Plus, we're getting money at it. A lot of the camps that we go to, there's not really any money involved. But the other thing... Oh, so he despawned. So see that? They all despawned. So at this point, I think they're down for... I don't know. But I think it's just like one spawn. So it's like 8 minutes or something. So in those 8 minutes, like I said, we can boogie on over to the other zone. So, oh, god damn it. I mean, he could use one, but didn't mean to do that. The other thing that's interesting while we run over there, I guess we'll just show it because I don't really have much else to show. It's all the same shit. It's a very small area that we're killing. The guys in the front here despawn too. So we're in a completely different zone now, but they also despawn, which I thought that was pretty interesting. So it's got to be some sort of lore thing. Now this is the zone where the runner for the relic pack for this bag. This is the zone where the runner is. He runs up and down this wall. Now typically he gets sniped the second he spawns, but sometimes not. And if you can get on his timer, then you can just log in and snipe him yourself. But we can run over here and look. So it's kind of like this. That's a Gremlin Laborer. Kind of like that, but moves a little quicker. Oh, shit. Well, we aggroed something, but it doesn't really matter. So they just take the same path that we're taking. And you kill him, he drops a little bag. You turn the bag into a guy. You turn the bag into a guy in Castellum, as long as you're cool with him, which I'm sure I'm not. It seemed like I was, though. But maybe I wasn't. He's on a different faction. That's why it's hard to get his faction up. If he's not cool with you, it's hard to get the faction up, especially right now, because the raids aren't out. If the raids are out, you kill Sanctus Saru a couple times, then you're good to go. Or whatever his name is. You killed Saru in Sanctus Saru. So he's not up. Anyways, he's probably definitely not cool with me anymore because I've been killing those guys. But I don't care. I just do it on my wizard. My wizard's the token do it character. Do it. So then the zone is right here where the sucker is, or the town. And this is where you port in if you get a port to Timorous. Not Timorous. Not Tenebrous either. Grimling Forest. These dudes are also dark blue, but they have a bunch of casters and shit, so I'm not trying to, you know, we're not trying to split that clusterfuck of a camp with casters and all that. So, that's where people are porting in. The bank is right here on right here. There's some vendors over here. One of them will give you food. Wait, no, these are not the vendors. The vendors are in this one. I think that one right there or something. That one will sell you food and water. My ogre, obviously. Okay. Obviously, my ogre isn't very good about money. So, I could put bags, you know, if you really want to be that guy, you could put the bags in the bank, log into your enchanter or whoever, charisma buff yourself, vendor everything, put the bags back in the bank, get back on this character, grab your bags, go do shit. But that ain't me. I'm not that, you know. Maybe in another life, but not right now. So I'm gonna keep these, and I'm gonna mule these to the bank. These pieces of gear, because I do want to make like a little set for my pet. So then you have all your cash on you too, right? And if you're not like a fat ass ogre, maybe it's weighing you down as well. So very conveniently is the bank right here. And then you can make change, drop. So we got 221. I mean, it's not bad. You know, it's a chunk. So we'll put our 221 in the bank. I'm going to put... Where's all the... Oh, I'm on... I forgot what character I'm on. So I'm going to put this shit in the bank. I don't have any bags. And then we'll continue to build a set. And then we'll just run back. And how long did that take us? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure the stuff will be up by the time we get back. We haven't even had time to heal. Get back, heal, maybe rebuff the haste on the pet, because that's pretty quick buff. It's always running out. Dude, we got a res service going on here. Fatio's friendly res service now in operation. I think I spelled it wrong. Did you die somewhere? Did you lose XP? You are entitled to EXP compensation, 96% of it. Is it compensation? Well, I guess it's compensation if you're paying for it. You're compensating one thing, but you're paying for it with another. Centels, now I really need plat. Well, if you guys need a res, hit up Fatio. Maybe he'll be online when you need him. This is where we do the fake Benny Hill music and run our ass over here, but that's okay. Well, we aggroed that bat too. But I just want to see, you know, just put out like how much time it's going to take to get there and back. And I want to see if these guys have respawned yet. Last time I went, I was kind of looking around at like, where do I buy food? Because I needed food really badly. That's why I went last time, is because I was actually out of food. And I was like, you know, might as well sell off and get food. And that's when I discovered they had a bank there. And I was like, holy shit. Even better. Now, you could probably bind there. So if you're a player that can bind, I'm pretty sure you could probably just bind yourself there and gate back. Now, furthermore, if you're a porter, you can port yourself there and gate back here. I don't know. Maybe you can gate to Katta Castellum. I don't know. Maybe not. But then you'll have to blow your bind spot. So anyways, these guys are back up. Oh. Last time they didn't even aggro on me. I just ran through and they just stared at me while I did it. But anyways, all the mobs are back up, and you can give it another go. So I'm gonna pause it here. I gotta AFK for a minute and do some stuff, but I'm gonna pop a potion because we still need 52% into our level. So I'm gonna pop a potion and then I'm gonna work on it here. And when I get a little closer to leveling, I'll unpause it and we'll finish off the level. And then we're going to be 49. And that's the next freaking chapter at that point. So I'll see you then. Alright. So let's get going here. We are no longer alone. Morty's actually here. If you guys seen his. He makes some YouTube videos. Necromancer stuff, killing crap with like insane amounts of life and showing some cool farm spots and stuff like that. I'm not sure what he's doing here right now. I haven't reached out to him or anything. And then that other Druid just ran in here. But we've still been pretty much alone. I've only had it paused for 20 minutes. So you see my XP pod is at 40 minutes. Well, 39 just ticked down. So we've... Oh, he's probably going to kill the mobs in here that summon. I killed those on my Necro. He was also making some videos of killing mobs that summon. So he might be doing that. Let's pull this guy back over here. Kind of don't need to anymore. We're going to aggro either way. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just stay here. Oh, here we go. But you can see here we're doing like 92% an hour. I think it's going to boost up a little bit here because we're going to kill 3 mobs in a row. So it might boost up a little bit. But with the potion, we're doing 92%. And that's at level 48. And... killing light blues, I mean, mixed in here, like that one. Half the time, at this point, basically half the time, they're light blue. So what I realized is if they have the helmet that you can loot, you actually see it on their head. So I do have one here. The lootable helmet. Or the regular helmet, the no-drop helmet is what I meant to say. You actually see them wearing the helm. So that's how you'll know they'll have one for you to loot there. But since we're going so fast, I decided to unpause it after only 20 minutes. We're at 80% because we're just hauling ass in here now. And you know what that made me think is like after we go to town and get our next spells and all that, I wonder if we come back here. Now here's the thing, is we're going to be killing so much faster. We're going to be killing absolutely so much faster with the higher level pet and all that crap. This guy's trying to loot my junk, but I'm not leaving anything behind. It's all no drop shit that I have on corpses. But since we kill faster, we can kill more, right? And if we can kill more, then we'll get more XP. That could be the difference, the offset. Here's the issue: is if they're like completely light blue, obviously we don't want to do that. And you can see here that it's pretty light blue. So this is where I thought, well, the mobs on the other side over here, where we were the other day. We'll just have to meet this guy around the back. He pats over here. They were more white and yellow, or you know, there were a lot of dark blues as well. So maybe after we get the new pet, and we've been in that video, we were level 44. We're gonna be 49. That's actually 5 levels later. So those guys who were still like dark blue over there and who were white, you know, those guys are gonna be 5 levels below where they were. But on top of that, we're going to have a new pet. So maybe we come back and check out the other side. And there's the gargoyles as well. Maybe we check out gargoyles. The gargoyles were white, but we were level 44. That means the gargoyles are level 44. So I'll be 49 and they'll be 44. So we'll have 5 levels on them. Is that enough? I don't know. But like I said, new pet. So we'll see. Maybe I come back and just check it out because we're going to go to Charval, which is actually not like... Charval is not like too far from here. You're already like halfway here. So maybe we just come back and check it out. I like the vibes here as long as there's no bard. Maybe even if there is a bard, maybe they leave you alone. If you're on that side, you know, maybe that's like, I don't know. Obviously, we can try to get a group again or something along those lines. But if we don't have a group, you got to solo somewhere. And so if we're soloing somewhere, where are we soloing type of situation? Wow, already, huh? Already. You see how much loot I have. Not even full bags of loot. So, wait, that was only 25. Well, but we ran away and we came back. So we ran to town, we came back. I paused it. Did I kill a couple things? I think yeah, I think we killed a couple mobs. I paused it, and then 25 minutes went by on the pot. So what is that? Like every 40 minutes or something? I don't know, man. That's quick. That is quick. I'm going to camp out and save my buffs. You could see KEI is at 17, and obviously I'm running a pot. Let me pause it here. I'm going to camp out for 5 minutes and then camp back in, or 8 minutes. All right. We got our mobs back up. I'd say they were only down for 5 minutes. I don't know. I didn't wait 8 minutes. I like that sign. Starlight music. So let's finish off this level, shall we? Should have dotted this one. What do we need? 13%. He got 33 minutes on a potion though. So I might be sticking around a little extra before I go back to town, as to not waste the potion. Maybe I'll go check out how the other mobs feel. I turn my back to it. I haven't been stunned as an ogre in so long. I don't put my back to things. You kidding me? We'd have to fight our way over there to the other side though, because now I'm not cool. Now I'm not cool with these mobs are gonna attack me. Now I do know this, my wizard is level 51. And I come here a lot because he was doing the bag thing. He's now muling for the necro, who's outside doing the necro vampire things. So the wizard's here all the time, using the bank and whatnot, what have you. And I think all of these are light blue to the wizard at 51. Now, with that being said, I haven't brought him over to the other side or anything like that. I was gonna dot him. How soon I forget. Now, I've killed so much stuff on the Necro in Sanctus Saru that these guys are actually cool with the Necro now. I can't vendor here as a Necro. And I can't do the Relic Pack thing still, because it's a different faction. But I've killed so many of those guards in Sanctus Saru when I was farming the Shard. And also just farming oops, god damn it. Also just farming AAs in there. That I've become cool with these guys. Man, the fizzles are just fucking nuts, man. I show you guys my skills every time, like every video, and they go higher. If we look at the skills here, Conjuration is up to 163 now. And I still just fizzle like an absolute fucking beast. And the spell's 39. I'm 49. Or 48. I'm 48. And the spell is a 39 spell. And I got 163. Oh, man. It's just, it's tough. It's tough. It's a big time waste of mana. How many times I fizzle that shit. 17 plat right there on that BP. And that's the one I was working on last night when I was sitting in the Nexus last night. Just working on it, working on it, working on it, working on it. And I got it up like 5 or 10 over the course of like fucking 40 minutes or some shit. So that's what's crazy. If it's so low that I'm like fizzling all the time, then why is it also simultaneously so low that it takes me 40 minutes to get like 10 skills on it of non-stop casting? You know what I mean? It's just rough. It is what it is. I don't want to waste a pot and do it. Obviously, I could blow a pot and then just cast spells and get my skills up, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could use the rest of my pot. If I level here and everything's light blue, I can sit here for the other 20 minutes or whatever it's going to be and cast spells. I mean, I could. But it just does not want to freaking go up. Alright, let's see what we got here. 2 dark blues. Love it. Do we just go for it? Do we just go for the double? Screw it. Oof. You guys have to hear my bear growling like crazy. Although we've been using the fungal regrowth, let's get that going. Eventually I get a regeneration of some sort, chloroplast, I think at like 51 or something. Man, let's get, ooh, let's back it up. Let's get ourselves a heal and the pet a heal. Oh shit, our spiritual light is running out as well. All right, back in action. But yeah, I hope, I don't know, man. I hope I ding and there's still some dark blues. I might just see, like, if I can, you know, kill twice as fast as I was. Oof, bada boom, bada bing ding. 49, we did it. New spells, I wish I had them on me. So there is a dark blue, so they can still be dark blue. But they're going to be mostly light blues, you know, even more so than they were. So again, we can check the other side. We're going to run out of our KEI, which is going to give us mana issues. There's still dark blues over there. I think we can get across here. Let's I think you can just like walk right here and not aggro. You saw the aggro range earlier. Aggro range is not much. Let's kill this one. We're low on mana, so I guess we're not gonna dot. The pat's dark blue. That's cool. There is a dark blue there, but I think it's a 2-pull. So it's probably, you know, only 30% of the mobs are going to be dark blue, which is not that good. But like I said, we can go over here and check and see what's what. Oh, are we out already? We're out of room already. Forgot to put that rock hopper hide in the bank. Shit. Shit. Let's take care of these guys. Oh, my bear's getting beat up by that one. Well, I guess now, I mean, now's the time. Let's go take a look, I guess. We're gonna run out of KEI here. Oh, why am I looting shit? But let's just go see, before I leave, let's go see what stuff looks like on the other side, con-wise. Just so we know, we have it in the back of the noodle. Benosis? There's also a dark blue pat that's coming from this direction. If he pokes his head back out, I might just stick around and kill him as well. Some of my skills are maxed out until I hit 50, I noticed. Looking on the TAC-P wiki at martial skills and whatnot. There's like a up to 50 cap, and then there's a post 50 cap on some stuff. Because I have noticed since I dinged, nothing's gone up. We have one of those, right? Yeah, we have one of those. I'll take the two-hander in exchange for a one-hander, I suppose. Being cheap over one plat. Okay, so light blue. I wonder if we could just run past this guy. Nope. So this is a wild situation right here. I mean, in reality, I don't know, are these guys cool with me? No. In reality, this is probably a 4-pull? I honestly don't know. Might be two 2-pulls. If you pull the one on the left, maybe just that one come. Damn. See, now if we look down here, these are going to be dark blue still, but they're 2-pulls. This is what I was saying that Bard should be doing. This is what I mostly see Bards doing. Is see, it's a 2-pull, but they're dark blue. So there's going to be a bunch like that. 2-pull here, dark blue. And then there's a 2-pull right here behind this castle. We can't see dark blue. And then there's a 2-pull in front of this castle, dark blue. So that's what I see. A lot of the Bards are down here grabbing all this crap. And then I think there's some inside of the buildings or something you can grab as well. There's some up here you can grab. You can see them right there, dark blue. These are where all these corpses are, because they do die, obviously, doing it sometimes. Huh. So that's the thing, right? We got a bunch of dark blues down there, but they're all two poles. So I guess, I mean, I could probably come back with a new pet, maybe break like 3 of them, so you'd have 6 total mobs. I really don't want to fight 2 of those. Nice. Can you go behind the building? You might be able to go behind the building. These buildings like to let you go behind them. Let's see. Yeah. I'm too fat? I can shrink. But here we go. See, dark blues. All right, let's shrink and go look. Shrink. So those gargoyles, like we said, those will be dark blue at this point. Cosmos Kramer? Alright, damn cameras. So you got a couple of dark blues there, it's a 2-pole. You got these dark blues are a 2-pole. It's going to be the same situation as downstairs pretty much, but I think these might be a little bit lower level. And then there's a single pole in front of this building. So that itself is like 5. Well, that's actually 6. And a pat. There's 3 singles. This pat might be the guy who's all the way back here. There's a guy all the way right back here against the wall by himself. I don't know if that's him or if he's additional. But that might be the play. I don't know. I'm just scoping out for coming back. I might come back. I kind of like it here. I like the vibes. Nice and dark, but not like pitch black. I like the loot. I like getting, you know, a few hundred plat every 30 minutes or whatever. You know, it doesn't hurt. I like it. That's part of let's grab this guy. For me, that's part of what keeps me interested in the game. It's a bonus, at least. At the very least, it's a bonus for me, is getting some plat on top of the XP. I'll even sacrifice XP for plat in most occasions. This you probably know about me. And I don't know. It's just part of the fun to me. Everybody's different or whatever, but that's part of the fun for me, is earning plat. That guy's dark blue again. We'll go kill him. See that thing I threw on the ground? It's still there. So drop muling on this server, pretty viable. In fact, on the Necro, I've dropped stuff and slash Q'd. I've like feigned death because a bunch of mobs are on top of me. I'll drop a bunch of shit on the ground and then just slash Q. And then I'll wait for the server to kick me. And then I'll log in on my other character. Everything's still sitting there. It's pretty nice. You get a long time. As I say that, it disappears. God damn it. Gotta be a little more careful to get by those guys. Or either that or they're scowling now. They might be scowling now and the aggro range picked up. That might be what it is. We'll take a look after this. Then we're gonna go ahead and call it. I gotta go to town, get my spells and everything. And this is just a good spot to call it. But I want to kill this blue guy over here. I actually got 15 minutes on this frickin' potion that I don't want to waste, so I'll probably run around being a weirdo for the next 15 minutes. I mean, shit, look at us, dude. We're already 9% in, man. I don't know, dudes. I think I'm gonna come back. If there's no bards in here, it's not bad. God damn it, I keep forgetting. By the time this 15 minutes is over, we're probably due for another despawn of all these dudes. What I needed my haste. Actually. Wait, what? Oh, did he have that on? Oh, I cast a fucking pet? Oh, god damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I thought I hit 7 and I hit 8. And now my pet doesn't have a proc. But we got 2 mobs, so we gotta handle. Catching up to my friends. My real life friend Monk is level 59 and he just ran out of juice and he's taking a break. Fuck. Come on. Come on, get him down. Oh, do we have this on? Get the regrowth on. Let's get the scorpion on. So he's been playing some WoW and other shit. Because he just lost the juice at 59. And then my other buddy, Alex Jones, is 57. Just turned 57, I think, on his shaman. But I think he was 54 when I started this character, so I'm coming for him. Coming for you. See if I can not be too far behind him. Get in maybe some of the same groups. Maybe we both get a Velx group or something. Yeah, see this dark blue is next to that light blue. They'll both pull. Let's get on the other side of this place before we have to fight those guys again. I guess we'll kill this Pat. Anyways, all right. So that's it. We got a dark blue right here, but it's got a 2 pull. So that's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go get our spells and then maybe come back here. Maybe try to get groups. Probably Velx won't be for another few levels or whatever, but we'll try to get a group on the moon. If not, we'll be doing some soloing, and I'll take a Velx group anytime I get invited, but probably not going to get invited for quite a few levels here. So anyways, I will see you on the next video.